Hello and welcome. How is everybody? Good, good. I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to today's seminar, Interviewing 101, Basic Keys to Success. My name is Tom Schapp of HR Performance Partners. And today, I'll review with you a basic structure, step-by-step, guiding you to effective interview. Before we get started, though, let me share a little bit with you about who I am. Born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri, BS in Mass Communications with a minor in Speech Communication from Lindenwood University in St. Charles, Missouri. Also earned my MBA from the University of Missouri, St. Louis. I've worked in a number of environments: retail, restaurant, hotel, and manufacturing. Been in the workforce for more than 30 years, 18 of those as an HR professional. Outside of the Midwest, I've lived on the West Coast, the Deep South, and currently reside in Greenville, South Carolina, where I operate my business, HR Performance Partners. We provide HR-focused business solutions for operations wanting to improve their bottom line. Now, in my career to this point, if I've learned nothing else, I've learned one thing, and that is that people, in HR speak, human capital, is the biggest key to success or failure that a business knows. Now, think with me of some major businesses and corporations, producers of products that you use or have used. Okay, IBM, Microsoft, Ford Motor Company, good one, Home Depot, McDonald's, Burger King, very good. All of these businesses, they provide service, they provide tangible products. Think of them this way for a moment. Think of all the people that are behind those products. When you go to McDonald's and you get a Big Mac, for example, the Big Mac is an inanimate object here. It's a Big Mac. Sounds pretty good right now. It's a Big Mac, okay? What goes into that Big Mac? Well, you've got bread, you've got grains that were grown, bread that was made, purchased by the company, arrived at the restaurant. You've got condiments, you've got pickles, you've got onions. What's that song? 12 beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Okay. You've got meat, you've got beef. Okay? Think of all the people and all the processes that are involved in putting a Big Mac together. Think of an automobile. I mean, I'm not that technical, but think of an automobile, okay? The transmission, the engine, the body, the tires, glass, safety glass, all these things that go into providing a product that's safe for you to drive. In other words, the point I'm making, Ford, McDonald's, Burger King, all these businesses would be absolutely nothing if they didn't have the right people in the right positions doing the job. Now, if you're a business owner, you work for a business, you need to determine what needs you have. Okay? You need to figure out the knowledge, skills, and abilities that will allow someone to execute a position the way you want and need it to be done. Once you determine that, you take that idea to market, meaning the market of talent. Okay? Internet ads, print ads, networking, professional organizations, other businesses, competitors, colleges, universities, trade schools. Okay? Lots of areas where you can focus on in order to find talent. Okay? The key thing to remember at that point, you screen. You get people in. Okay? You screen some applicants. All that is well and good. But where the rubber really meets the road, where it really starts, in my opinion, the key pivotal point in finding talent for your company starts with the interview. At the interview. Okay? Bear in mind, if you're conducting an interview one-on-one with someone, how many people are interviewing? No, not one. There's two. There's you, and and there's the applicant. Applicants interview their prospective employers. Even if they don't have a lot of questions, they are still interviewing you. They're looking at who you are, how you act, the environment they're in. The good candidates have done their homework, and they might surprise you with the knowledge they have about your company. So they're interviewing you just as much as you're interviewing them. So it pays to be prepared, to put your best foot forward. It's been documented that the first impression we make on someone is the one that should mean the least to them when you think of all the other impressions we make on them with our interactions with them from that point forward. But it's also been noted that the first impression is the most important. So it's important that you are prepared when your applicants arrive. Conducting the interview. Begin with a simple ice-breaking question. What are some examples of ice-breaking questions? What did you have to do last night? Okay. What's your favorite thing to do for fun? Not bad. Yes. Probably a question to ask later. Get into a little bit later, more about their experience and abilities. So probably not a good one to ask right now, but later would be a good one. Think of this. Talking about the weather. I know it may sound corny. It's the weather. It's sunny. It's warm. It's humid. It's cloudy. It's whatever. But I'll tell you, what is the goal of what you're trying to do in ice breaking in the interview sense? Yes. Exactly. You want your guest, because the applicant is a guest, you want the guest to be relaxed. Plus, it's going to help you relax, believe it or not. I mean, when I was a field recruiter, I actually amassed more than 7,000 face-to-face interviews. It's what I did, 4 and 5 days a week. Okay? For most of you in here, you're going to interview maybe at the most once a month. Probably maybe 2 or 3 times a year on average. So because you don't do things regularly, you get out of the habit of feeling comfortable and doing it as well as maybe you'd like. Okay? So that icebreaker not only helps the applicant, it also helps you. But the safest thing to talk about is the weather. If it's sunny, oh, it's really sunny outside. If it's cloudy, it's really cloudy outside. If it's snowing, boy, it's really snowing. If it's raining, boy, it's really raining. Gets a response, get some communication between you and the applicant, helps loosen everyone up. Get them comfortable. Following that, thank the applicant for their interest. I'm a firm believer in a good, sincere thank you. You look them in the eye and you shake hands and you say, hey, I really appreciate you being here. Or when you see someone in the hall, I'm happy to see you. How are you today? Telling an applicant sincerely that you're happy they're there, well, if you're wanting to hire good quality talent and you've screened your resumes and you're interviewing people that you think are capable on paper, then you should be happy they're there. So it should be very natural for you to say, hey, I really appreciate you being here. We're going to give this a real good look and see where we go. But I just want you to know everyone's time is valuable, and we value your time being here today. Okay? Explain the process. Explain the process. Well, generally it's a 2-step process at this point. The candidates we interview today, we're interviewing this week, will make selections for callbacks for the final round of interviewing. At that point, you'll meet with either 2 or 3 others in the organization, and following that point, we'll have an answer. You should know within 2 to 3 weeks if you'll be called back for an interview. We should have the full process wrapped up within 4 weeks. That shows courtesy and respect to the applicant. It allows them to walk out of your meeting knowing, okay, this company seems to have its wits about them, they seem organized, and I'm not going to lay awake at night waiting for the phone to ring. I know that it's going to be a couple of weeks. Now, they might start worrying in 2 weeks it's not ringing, but we can't help that.